Okay, so this is for Walnut District, how to do the queries so that we can have the database for ExpressT2P. So I'm just showing Nikki at Suzanne how I do it, and then she's going to try. And so we're going to see if this works. Okay. So somebody at the school has to have a query access. Okay, so I'm just clicking on my Aeries gradebook, and that one happens to be Nikki. So I'm going to go in as myself here. Okay, you have to go in as yourself. You can go in. Okay, let's see. And then I'm using my authenticator to get in, and I am now in. Oh, that's very interesting that mine's not working. Oh, that's very, oh, now I'm in. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, so I'm in. Now, on the left column at the bottom, it says query. Okay, so at the left bottom, and then I think I want to take the chat data over here in case Nikki types anything, but of course, Nikki, you can talk to. Okay, over here, there should be a query at the bottom of Aeries. Okay, now, if somebody doesn't have query access, then they can't run this report. Okay, so one person at the school has query access, or department chairs have query access, and so this is how you just have a query. Now, you basically type information into the query, and there's some logical structure to it, but Lamb at the district helped me figure out how to do a query that would work in my system. So for me, I hit load. Right here it says load, and this would be done once a week so that we could keep student names updated in ExpressT2P. So you hit load, and then I called it ET2P, or I could look at author filter, which would be myself. But ET2P. Okay, and then there's two. The one that says fall semester, the one that says Nichols is not the one I use, so I should delete that one. But this one, ET2P fall, I can click this one. And then it says master schedule at the end equals F. You would change that to S for spring. You could change the query. Okay, now this is the query. I'm gonna copy this query and then put this maybe in a document for. I'm gonna put this right here in the chat data for you, Nikki, so you'll be able to use that later. Okay, at the elementary schools, it's a little bit different, but at the middle schools and the high schools, I believe the exact same query works. So then I don't run the query. Lamb taught me that I'm supposed to run the query before hit Excel, but if I hit Excel, it just goes into Excel or it gives me an error. So I just hit Excel. Now this is a really long document. So mine is 13,000 lines long. It's all the student schedules. So it takes a little while to do the report. Usually I hit continue and then download report. Okay, and then it downloads over here to the left, but it takes a while to download because it has 13,000 lines. Now where it automatically downloads is in the download area. Okay, so that's it that I do for query. So basically I run this query every week so that we have updated student data. Okay, by this time it should be done. It's not flashing anymore, and it's in the folder. Okay, I don't have to show the folder, but basically that's it. So I download the query. Okay, I go Excel. It goes to download. I believe that's where the folder that it goes. Let's see if it goes in the download folder. Yeah, it goes in the download folder. Okay, so basically I click that. I'm done with the query now, so I can get out of Aeries. Then I'm going to go to my Google. I'm going to go to my Google Drive. Okay, and the database people, the database manager is the person who downloads the query, and that person and all the other people using ExpressT2P, I'm going to put ET2P, have a shared drive. So if you click on shared drive, there's one for each school. Okay, and so there's one, the Walnut High School one is the one I would use. Nikki would use the Suzanne one. Courtney Corona would use the Diamond Bar one. Gary Dresser or Jeb Beardy would use the South Point one. And I forgot the name of the person who does it at Chaparral. So I'm going to put mine in the Walnut High School one. Okay, so I'm going to come into here and See, it says queries for database manager. I'm going to double click that. And I just want to grab that query that I wrote. I mean, not that I wrote, that I made it run. So I go to new, file upload. I go to downloads. I usually hit the date, 4/14. That sounds like when I made it. So I click this one. And then this uploads into the Google Drive shared folder. Now, someone, the database manager, needs to convert it into something that could be used for ExpressT2P. But what I realized today is there's no reason that I can't do Suzanne's, I can't do South Point's. I mean, I can do them all. It takes me less than 5 minutes each. So I'm thinking I can just be the data manager for all of them. The only thing that I need is queries updated by date, so that I can then make the new one. So I'm going to use this one to make. I have a converter right here that says for database manager converter, and this Excel document will convert my data into the data that we need here, which says student list. So the student list data is what each teacher needs to be able to get their own students, and everybody uses the same file. I put the date on it so that we know when it was updated last. I mean, there could be a lot of changes in the last 3 days. But, and then basically what I would just need somebody on site to do is run the query, upload it into where it says queries for database manager, and then I could do the converting. And I might as well do the converting for all the schools on Fridays. It'd be real easy for me to do. So basically that's the plan. So we just need somebody to be able to run Aries query. At the high school level, this is the query, and then Lamb could give it to me at the elementary school level if we need that. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Nikki, if you present your screen so we can see if there's any problems with it. Okay. And then the people who are looking can see it twice. So can you present the screen instead?
Yeah, let me present.
Then I'll talk to you so you don't have to see the chat. You will have to see the chat just to copy that data. Data and paste it into Aries. Okay, so you do have query. Cool.
Yeah.
You're going to click query. And then copy and paste the one from the chat. Actually, go to load. Go to load. I think we made one last year. So if you go to query name and you type ET2P, hit enter. I might have made one last year. Yeah, I made one here. So see the Nikki Elizalde? You and I must have made one last year. Now that one
we did.
Okay, so click on that one.
Okay.
And then I'm thinking that let's put equals. Do you see? You have to put a space.
Oh, after SM space?
Yeah, hit a space, then put equals. Equals space, another space, and then F.
One space or two spaces? Just one after?
Space before and one space after.
Okay, all right. Okay, so there's that.
And then hit Excel. Hey, this is a good sign. Okay, hit continue button. This is so exciting. Hit the continue button. And I believe that's the same query as mine. And then hit download report. That's why it shows up in the download menu.
Okay.
And it is down there in the corner, so this is good.
Yep.
Now you already have your Google Drive right there. So you can click on the other tab, the Google Drive tab to the left of your Aries tab, and then go to shared drives. And then you don't have all the ones that I have, so you just have the Suzanne one. So double click that one. And right now you and I are
okay.
Double click that one. Okay, and then I made you folders. So if you look at the folders down here, do you see where it says queries for database manager? Double click that. Perfect. Now this was an old query that we ran last year.
Yeah.
It looks like it was January 22nd, 2020, 0122 might have been January 22nd. Oh, January 29th is when it was opened. Okay, so let's see. So go to the plus on the left. Don't hit the, yeah, file upload. Perfect. And then you go to downloads. And just remember, it's really long. So sometimes, like, even when I eventually download the student list to my desktop and then I try to open it, it won't open, but that's because it's still saving, like it's still processing. Okay, and it's right there.
Yeah.
Now, I can see the date, right? Doesn't that say 2020-08-05?
Yes.
Yeah, so that'll be fine. I'll be able to figure it out from there. And it says the time anyway. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that query that you just made for me, and I'm going to convert it, and I'm going to convert it into the document that I need.
Okay.
So that's all you have to do. I mean, I'll write down the instructions for you, but if you did that every week on, say, Friday, then Monday we have updated lists for everyone.
Oh, that's good. Okay, cool. Should I stop sharing now?
Doable?
Yeah, totally. I just need to set a reminder or something.
Right? That's what I'm thinking. I need a reminder. So I'm thinking
Yeah.
I could remind all you guys, like, oh, I need the query. And then at some point on the weekend, you could do it, and then I'll have it ready for everyone on Mondays.
Yeah. I just need to set up, like, in my lesson plan book or somewhere so that I remember to do it. Okay. Yeah. Cool deal. Yeah. I'm going to stop sharing now, okay?
Yeah, so stop sharing. Okay. Yeah, so then that's that would be what anyone who, and then there, like I said, there's no reason I can't be the converter. I mean, I'll show you how the converting works. It's pretty, it's not difficult. It's just more steps to remember. So let me go.
If you're willing to do it, I don't need to know how to do it.
Okay, perfect. No, that's fine. And I'm glad that query does work. So you guys do have just 2 semesters, fall and spring?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you have 2 grading periods within each, and you're on like quarters, and we're on every 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but fall and spring will work, so that'll work for this. Okay, that's good. So I'll have everyone set up for Suzanne, so that's good. And then that's perfect. I'll just I'll send this to Letitia and then see if she can follow the instructions that we just did, and then we'll have the Diamond Bar one, and then Gary with the South Point one. Okay, really appreciate it. Let me hit stop recording.
Okay.